Can you pick them up for me? Hi. I appreciate it. Thank you. Can you do me one more favor? All right, I can wait. Okay. I'm not trying to. Oh, what? What? I just got you to stay. Look at these damn flyaways. Every time I see my flyaways, I think of J-Lo. I really do. I'm gonna grab them. Thank you. You didn't even get dressed yet? You're like your mother. I'm not even gonna give you crap. It's all good. All right. Lots to talk about, guys. Oh, let me just get rid of these messages. I totally stirred the pot when I shouldn't have. Let me see if I can get you to. All right, yeah, a little too crooked for me. All right, but we can deal. We can deal, right? So, I'm gonna give it like another minute to get some people on. And let me just finish sending this. Done. I forgot about that last sentence. So, all right. Whoa, you fell. Hey, you fell. You fell back. What do you guys? Did you guys just go for a ride without me? Did you just go for a ride without me? Stop taking rides without me. All right. Let me fix this. Like, what is actually happening with this right here? Like, I don't even understand. I don't even understand. Let me take my daughter's Easter basket thing. Okay. Mingia. Okay. Freaking better. Oh, yeah, baby? Can I turn the TV on for you? Did I turn the TV on for the cats? Yeah, downstairs. No. I didn't turn it on for the cats. I'm sorry. What's the matter, Spirit? What's the matter? What's the matter, baby? My mom's got this Siamese cat. He's 23. Hi. He's a talker. Spirit. Spirit, come here. He's kind of deaf. Come here. He's a beauty, though. And
Mom.
Yeah.
You want to hear a joke?
So I want to hear a joke?
Yeah.
Is it funny?
I mean, it's kind of messed up, but it's funny.
Say hi to Spirit.
Mom.
He's a little blind.
Mom.
And he's a lot old.
That's kind of messed up, but it's funny. All right.
What?
Why can't orphans play baseball?
I don't think that's funny.
No, why can't they?
Here, take Spirit. I don't know why orphans can't play baseball.
Because they can't find home.
That's horrible. That is rotten. That is a rotten joke. Rotten.
Rotten?
Rotten.
Siri told me that.
Oh my god, it's awful. Hold on, I gotta feed the cat. I'm looking at jokes. Okay, hold on. Who else on? Night-night. Night-night. now have my attention, I promise. So, the joke. Oh my God, that was rotten, right? That is rotten. That is a rotten joke. I don't ever want to hear it again, ever. So, I forgot it was time for Spirit to eat. He was talking to me. There's so much for me to do. Like when my parents aren't here, like I'm legitimately being spoiled. Okay? So now that they're not here, I'm like, what do I do? What are my responsibilities? Because I've had none for 2 months, you know? But we do have some stuff to talk about. And I really didn't want to talk about the reminiscing. I really didn't. But we have to, because...
Don't do it, Mom. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't talk about them.
Don't talk about what?
I don't know.
I liked your other joke better.
Come on.
You want to hear a good joke?
Yeah.
Which one was it that I was freaking dying laughing? Oh, why did Sally fall off the swing? Anyone know why Sally fell off the swing? Because she had no arms. Knock, knock. Say, who's there?
Who's there?
Not Sally. Dude, I'm telling you, it's the stupid jokes that get me dying laughing. I mean, me and him, I mean, we were crying laughing for like 20 minutes. Like, it's just the stupid jokes. Like, that one he just told about orphans was rotten. Okay, but like...
Oh, no.
That one when he was telling me about Sally and why she fell off the swing, I mean, I was just like literally in tears. In tears.
Hey, Mom, have you told him the monkey one?
No, I haven't told him the monkey
Or should
one.
I tell him that one?
No, I don't think anyone thinks that's funny except
Well,
for me.
Alright,
I think we're the only two that think that one's funny.
Mom, tell it anyway.
No, okay. This is my favorite joke when I was a kid. It was why'd the monkey fall out of the tree? Because it was dead. So stupid. But see what I'm saying? Like, it's that funny, stupid stuff that we crack up about. Oh my God.
Yo, why did Mia fall off the swing?
So needless to say, that
'Cause she has-
was my I don't, because I forget, I was just gonna answer something, but that was my joke when I was a child.
Yeah.
I thought it was hysterical. So it was like when he told me that Sally joke, I had not laughed that hard since I heard that monkey joke when I was a kid. It's so foolish. It is such a crazy, stupid joke. Hey, I wish this landscaper would stop blowing leaves and dirt on my grass because I have to go out there and do yard work. Inconsiderate prick. What a dick. Excuse my language. But it's like, it's the landscapers from across the street blowing all the leaves and dirt on my ma's side. And it's like, what? What a dink. Half-assing a job is what they're doing, okay? Half-ass, what's the name of your company? So I can half-ass your name on Instagram. I'll tell them you do half-ass jobs all day to get shit done. What a dink, huh, bud? Look at him blowing all that dirt and leaves over here on your grandma. Mm-hmm. It's not even like he's literally across the street blowing all this shit on the opposite side. Why don't you go find a dumping trail somewhere else? Or the company should take their shit with them. Sorry, not sorry.
I'm gonna go back inside.
He's not going back inside. He's going to blow leaves on somebody else's effing dirt now. Like, Sue will have a freaking conniption fit. Mrs. Robinson over there.
Who's Mrs. Robinson?
No one.
Oh.
No one. So anyways, are you going outside to play ball?
Yeah.
All right, have fun.
What? No,
Just watch out for this one over here. He's like blowing dirt everywhere. I don't want it all in your eyes.
He's special ed, Mom.
That wasn't nice, Kaden. That wasn't nice at all.
Fine, maybe he's blind.
No, because you're categorizing somebody for being stupid.
No, I did not.
Yeah, you did.
Well, maybe he's just blind, Mom. You can't see quite well, just like Spirit.
Special education children are not stupid.
Who said they were stupid?
You said, because you said it, you made a comment.
I did?
Yeah, and FYI, I was in special ed like my whole damn life. Okay, now look at me. So yeah, watch your mouth. So because your mother had an IEP too.
It's so awesome, Mom.
Freaking kid.
I can't hear you.
Freaking kid. I'm not even listening to anymore. See ya. So we're going to talk about what's happening with this movement and how to make changes, when to make changes, how to approach something. You know, you always think court's like awesome when it comes to like advice, but sometimes I suck at my own advice. Like I can be really good at giving you guys advice, and then it's like sometimes I wish I just took my own advice. But like, you know what's happening, and there's no way that you guys are not feeling it. Well, some of you are, and that's why we're talking about it. Something really weird just happened. You're not going outside. So you know how you do the whole runner and chaser? You know what I mean? It's making your day. I just always make your day. I try to. So we got the whole runner and chaser. But you know what happens when shit gets real? It's like, enough! It's like the chaser runs into like the runner, you know, and it's like, I don't understand why that happens besides fear, you know. You let fear get the best of you. So it's like, enough. So it's like you feel a shift, right? It's not, I don't normally get the anxiety. I know a lot of people get the anxiety. I'm past that whole anxiety thing. That happened to me a long time ago. When I feel something, I feel it, and I just usually tell myself it's not mine, and I let it go, you know? But with all these scenarios, a lot of people right now feel like they're going to backtrack or take a step backwards because of fear, and you got to conquer that fear. All right. Don't run from something that you wanted. So that's going to be coming up on my board shortly, I'm sure. That's unavoidable. But a lot of other ones are dealing with karmics too. Soulmates, like, you know how, like, because this morning, I should have talked about this morning when we were talking about all this stuff, but like, you know how I told you I was talking, like, I said happy Easter to someone, and then we kind of were going back and forth for a little while. And that situation, so that's karmic. Okay, so it's like working from lower energy. So, which is kind of like, it's the fun, just go with the flow, not serious, you know, just having fun and flowing. And then you have this other relationship on the board where it's a different type of energy, and it's more about a solid foundation and loyalty, stability, you know, building upon something. So you guys are going to find yourself in tricky energy, okay? And then you have to decipher. Hi, sweetie pie. And then you're going to have to decipher the energy. So if they have a crazy hoe, then that hoe is karmic. And to them, they're in lower energy. It's whatever's feeding their ego, whatever's pleasing them at the time. Because when you work out of your higher self, your higher energy, it's all about stability and creation and speaking the truth, whether you have fear or resentment or anger or sorrow, you know. So if they're still with that person, then it's karmic. And once they realize certain things, okay, then things become real. But if they're gonna work out of their lower ego, then they're gonna be stuck in that situation for a little while. Because we had both situations on the board, so it's like it's gonna get tricky because I think both energies are moving. You know, it's consistent, and all of a sudden you're gonna have this energy that's just gonna come back to you, and it's gonna feel like deja vu, and that feeling is like not the greatest feeling because it triggers fear. It triggers a whole bunch of stuff, you know. So nobody likes that, and it's not fun when stuff gets triggered, you know. Hi, sweetie. So it's the energy is gonna get a little tricky for you. So what you kind of have to do is choose which energy you want to work with. Okay. You can't have them both. Because I was texting my twin this morning, and I was texting the karmic, and the energy got real tricky for me, real tricky. So another reason why they want us to talk about this. So if you have questions, I'm going to ask as we go along, okay? Because I think what's going to happen is like whatever's getting triggered, it's like you feel the energy, you feel something coming, and then all of a sudden it's like your fear kicks in and emotions get triggered, and then you're like, you run from it, or you do the same MO as you did last time, but this time it's like you think about it and you're like, oh shit, I did this last time. But last time when I did this, it was to kind of get my way. This time when you're doing it, it's just for clarity, you know? So the dynamics are different, but you got to understand if you're sending the same type of messages or there's all that deja vu, that other person, I don't know if they're going to quite understand, or if they're just going to look at it as you've said this all before, you know, because even when you said it all before, you meant it, right? And now all of a sudden it's like, okay, I'm going to give clarity one more time, and this time I mean it. But here's the thing, knowing us, we know we mean it. But them not knowing us, they just think it's routine. Okay. You want to get, who's scamming? Is Donovan saying I'm scamming? Want to just keep an eye on Donovan, please? Because I don't know if he's referencing someone else or if he's talking about me. So, and then you have this karmic that's going to step in, or is already there, or somebody you're already dating. Okay. And it's like, just because you need something or you need something nurtured, okay, just be careful before you make this decision. But you do have to do what's best for you because the feminine is moving forward. But I'm just trying to explain to you what you're probably feeling, what you're experimenting. You know, you're either okay with it or it's like, whoa, something's being triggered. You know, it's that type of stuff. So just know whatever was on my board was very protected, okay? And speak the truth, all right? But you can't speak the truth and then give like a time limit, all right? But it's like, so you know what I mean by like a time limit when you leave a message and saying, well, I'm not going to do this or I'm done. Or like, if you don't break the silence, I'm done. However it is you word it. But you need to understand, I understand how you mean it this time around, but I don't think the other person is. So learn from past mistakes on how you approach your future. Okay? That's really important. All right? Right off the rip, we have the Page of Wands and the Ten of Swords. All right? So this is someone seeing potential, but almost like it's disillusion. All right? So it's like this is somebody's energy, like, hey, like I'm talking about, like, hey, there's potential. And then next thing you know, it's like, dun, 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 dun. It's like you're going to sabotage the situation because you're feeling somebody else's energy and it triggers all this shit because it's like, wait, I've done this before. Wait, I've sent this message before. So it gets tricky. Okay. So that's what's happening again on my board, but I knew it was going to come up because we're talking about it, you know what I mean? So, and it's like the Three of Swords, so there's that triggering, you know, it's like something triggered you, someone else's energy triggered you, and it's okay to feel someone else's energy, guys. It's not a bad thing, especially if it's that connection you have. Okay, so you got triggered, you reacted to the trigger. Okay. And if it already happened, it happened. There's nothing you can do about it. But if you're in the situation where you haven't been triggered yet and that hasn't happened, just be careful with your approach. Okay. There's no price on the energy exchange. It's any denomination. I usually ask for nothing below 5 for tax purposes, because I can't write those off. It's not that type of donation. And that's the only reason why I ask for either 5 or higher. But really, whatever denomination. It does add up at the end of the year, though. But if you haven't been triggered yet, you know, continue to look at it as there's potential, okay? Because if you look at it any other way, if you look at it with pain and anger and sorrow, it's just kind of like you're going to set yourself up to not feel what it is you want to feel. Okay. So just feel what it is you're feeling. Don't worry about if you already got triggered. Because if you got triggered, I'm sure you spoke your truth, because the Ace of Swords has been coming out forever, for weeks now, okay? So if you already got triggered, I'm sure you spoke your truth. And if you didn't, and you get triggered and you respond to something, then speak your truth, okay? Luce, I don't know what you're barking at, but you better stop. Just got... Oh, so here's this energy. One day it's like, all right, you see potential in yourself. You see potential in the future. You're moving forward, X, Y, Z. You see potential in someone. And then next thing you know, something gets triggered, okay? And it does affect the ego. So don't let your ego get the best of you. So now you have somebody that's sitting in their thoughts. Enough! It's the Page of Swords.
I'm going to
And, or this is you. You know, it's like the same energy, potential, thoughts. You know, and then all of a sudden, it's like you get yourself caught up in a situation, and it's like, I've been telling... It's like, guys, I just did it to myself. I know. I legitimately just did it to myself. And it's like, it's just the way it's supposed to go. Okay? So, and it sounds repetitive. Like you're tired of repeating yourself, and it's tricky. I don't feel like you're caught up in your thoughts. I think you let your thoughts roll through text messaging or through emails. You know what I'm saying? Or this is a completely different energy I think it's 1 though.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah, baby.
You can put like styrofoam in like a microwave, right? Like,
No, you cannot put styrofoam in a microwave. Oh, that?
Yeah.
What is it? Cups of noodle?
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you put cups of noodle in the microwave?
I've done it before.
Then why are you asking me?
Well, it's Sophia now. I don't know.
Read the directions. I'm pretty sure you boil. I'd rather you didn't. I'm pretty sure you boil water on the oven or use the Keurig. The Keurig.
Yeah, I use from the Keurig.
Okay. So tell Sophia to boil some water.
Hey, Sophia, do you have a Keurig?
Yeah, you can. Everyone's saying I guess you can for 3 minutes. I don't know. I'd rather you use the Keurig. So.
Use that.
Now you got the 2 of cups. So it's like
No, I'm gonna use my Keurig.
you let, what happened is it's like you let your, it's like I think you spoke from your heart, but you also cut ties. I don't know if you did it one more time. Because my scenario is a little different than what I'm picking up on.
Okay, so if you're looking at the noodles,
But it's like, it's the 2 of cups. So this Page of Swords. Earlier, the Page of Swords was the masculine energy.
yeah, you fill it up today.
So it's almost like, I don't know if you're causing confusion. So if you reached out, you might be causing confusion. Or if you reached out, you helped the situation. Okay? So it's one or the other. You either caused confusion or you helped the situation. Where's my little, hold on.
Yep, someone's gonna put that. Okay, I can just send that. Okay, or I'll just leave you like
I'll put it this way. If you spoke the truth, you helped the situation. Because I think you gave somebody a little clarity that they didn't have, which gave them a little less worry. But regardless, there's going to be worry. Okay. We're still working with a little bit of our lower ego, so it's tough. What I think this Discord is telling me with the 3 of Swords, I can't even read it as ego. I mean, I can, but choose one. You got to cut the cords with somebody. So if you're talking to 2 people, if you started talking to 2 people all of a sudden, stop. Choose one. Stop now before you start working out of your lower ego, your lower energy, which will then shift the energy, and it would only cause this. Okay? And it's like, just like that shit happens. Okay? So, and it's almost like, I'm just looking for something. It's almost like fear. Hold on. Just put a plate, honey, under the Keurig. I mean, put a plate under the water now that you put it in there, okay?
What?
Just cover your cup of noodle. If that's what it's called. I'm pretty sure we talked about this I'm pretty sure we talked about this a couple days ago about choosing one. You know what I mean? Like if someone comes in, Because this energy is now all over the place. So we have two energies. We have one that sees the potential, sees the love. But at the same time, with the Ten of Swords and the two being above, the both of you feel stabbed in the back. The both of you are hurt. Now, I don't know if somebody from your past came back into the picture. The past always pops in. But this would be like a new random past pop in. And you found yourself talking to both of them. You need to cut the cord with one of them. And be careful which one you cut the cord with, because right now you're stuck between your higher self and your lower self. Because now it's like, do I want to just have fun? Or do I want a commitment? And it's going to be real hard for you to figure out what you want all of a sudden, because so much shit is getting triggered and somebody's not giving someone clarity. So I hope this is making sense to you guys, because I know I'm kind of jumping all over the place. Yeah, it's happening again. It's happening again. Okay. So is this making sense? Is this making sense to you? God, I hope so. For some of you, yeah. Okay. No, it's not the catalyst effect. No. This is someone that you can have long-term potential with for sure, but you also have a karmic that got thrown into the mix. Okay. So this is spirit saying, again, you got to cut one of them out. But if you gave someone clarity, because it's two different energies, it actually helped. Okay. But you're still both working at a lower energy. I think at the time when you gave clarity, you were in high energy, but then you started interacting with lower energy. Okay. Because you wanted fun. Maybe you're talking to Leo, but Seven of Swords came out. See what I'm saying? You're gonna sabotage every situation if you are talking to more than one person right now. You can't be telling one person how you feel and then striking up a random conversation with somebody else as if that conversation you just had with somebody didn't exist. Because that's what's on my board. Oh, it's starting to pour out and my son's just staying in the yard. Okay. So, but you have this energy that you gave clarity to, and they do love you. But now they might sabotage the situation too. Why? Fear. So I think that's why it's real important that somebody continues to move forward. Okay? Because you do still have this one energy that no matter the love, they're still cutting the ties, you know? So just be careful. It's tricky. And I knew it was eventually going to come back around. I just didn't realize it was going to stay with me until I talked about it. Like me, no big deal. You know what I mean? Like, but my energy, my situation could escalate into something more if I didn't stop talking to the comic. But you don't just stop talking to somebody because in hopes for somebody else to come back. Okay, so see what I'm saying? Like, mine's a little different than what's on the board, because it's like the way mine came in was supposed to, you know, like, and then I started interacting back and forth with him. But at the same time, I texted my twin today too. Okay. So it's my situation's a little different, but it's kind of here too with other scenarios that I'm trying to read for you guys. And it's like, so it's, you do have love here, but it's like somebody is almost still sabotaging a situation, whether it's not speaking or whatever the situation may be. So if you started talking to someone else, regardless of the situation, that happened for a reason. Maybe that's the divine telling you, maybe you were supposed to do that. Maybe you were supposed to choose new. Maybe you were supposed to move forward. Maybe you were supposed to be tested again between one or the other. Okay? So it really just depends on what moment you're in. Because this is energy is coming back around. Okay? So, like, because I want to say, like, I feel like in my case, I have to move forward, you know? So I feel like in your case too, you do. You got to move forward. Somebody just doesn't come back into your life for no reason, you know? So it's like, just be careful, because I legitimately have about 2 to 3 different scenarios on my board. Okay, so let's talk about this potential real quick. So we got this Page of Wands, okay, which is Temperance. So I don't know if somebody tried to, the one that they saw potential in with the Two of Cups, I don't know if, like, they try to reconcile. See what I'm saying? It's tricky. It's tricky. So I don't know if someone tried to reconcile with someone. And that can be just talking to somebody completely out of the blue again. Guys, I told you about Patrick this morning with the Easter suit, right? And so I hit him up, and now it's like back and forth. This type of reconciliation is with him too, not just a twin or a lover. I think you guys think that when Temperance comes out or a reconciliation comes out. It's not like that. It's just starting conversation up with somebody you haven't talked to in a long time. That's reconciling. That's what that is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that can go either way with this energy too. So this is either one of those scenarios where you just hit someone up out of the blue, or this is your twin. I don't know which one you're trying to reconcile with, because now we have different energy on the board. So now you have to decipher who's who. With the Ten of Swords, we have the Devil reversed. So this is energy of coming out of something toxic and gaining the strength to come in, or gaining the strength to cut the cords to move forward. It's so hard when there's a couple different energies on my board like this, because it's real important at this moment for you to decipher who's who. It's either saying there's a Sag in and you let a Cappy go, or it's saying there was something toxic that you just had to let go of. So maybe you tried to reconcile and it didn't work out. Okay, so you decided to talk to somebody else. So now with the Three of Swords, we have this King of Cups. Okay, so now we have this King of Cups looking at the Devil. I just saw 2 men arguing. I don't know what that's about. It could be someone's conscious or subconscious.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, baby.
Sorry.
What? I know. Take all your clothes off and throw them at the bottom of the stairs. I'm gonna throw them in the wash. Those are not dry. No, they're not. You say that. The inside's probably dry. Kaden, you'll get a wrap. Hey! Enough! Go lay down, the 2 of you. Come on. I understand it's hard. I get it. Mom's gone, okay? Come on. You guys want a treat? Come on. Why? Who wanted to do that? Again, they just got real snippy with each other again. You two, be good. You be good boy, and you be good girl. I had enough of that. I don't know why I just gave the dogs a treat after they just nipped at each other. We all know Lucy's got anxiety, right? And she's up my ass all the time. Well, so Finny's here. So when you give Finny too much attention, Lucy gets jealous. Okay, so I just said we had two men fighting. Now both the dogs just nipped at each other. See what I'm saying? There's some jealousy. There's something happening here. Before in the other reading, it was ticks. Now it was just the two dogs going at it. Okay? So I'm telling you, like, I shouldn't even have just gave them treats, but I needed to separate them. So see what I'm saying? So I don't know if you got this one feminine energy giving their treats out to other people, to two people now. You know, so it's like, I don't know what you're doing, but you better be real careful because I just saw two men arguing here. Okay? So it's like, just shut one of them down. Just shut one of them down. I had to shut down the Easter one because it was like, I had already told you to deal with that anyway. You know what I mean? But it doesn't mean I'm waiting around for the twin. It just means I'm going to continue to move forward. But I'm telling you what I see on my board, and I'm telling you what I'm experiencing and what I've been seeing and what I'm feeling. And a lot of you seem to be resonating. Okay? So I'll reply to that after. So it's tricky energy, guys. And again, once again, it's like, here comes this jealousy, you know? So it's like, I don't know who's jealous of who. If you're making it yourself, if the two of you are jealous, but one's doing it on purpose or one's not, like, I'm not sure, and it sucks. But we definitely have jealousy that just came into play again with the dogs going at it. Tell me about the Page of Swords. So now you got someone thinking about love, whether this is you or somebody else. All right, with the Ten of Wands. Whatever this is, guys, it's so damn heavy. Whatever bond you guys have, I feel like it's just too heavy for one person to step in. So it's like a majority of you have figured that out and you've moved forward, whether you gave clarity again or not. It's like moving forward. Because I'm telling you, if you found yourself in a situation where it was deja vu type energy and you started repeating messages that you repeated 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 4 years ago, it's like you're not playing games. You said what you had to say and you're moving forward. But I will tell you, this other energy might not understand that because it's like deja vu to them too. You said that to me 2 years ago. Well, if you're going to say the same thing you did 2 years ago, what's changed? So if they don't get it, then they don't get it. And you need to continue to move forward. Okay? Because some of you have somebody in that energy where they don't get it. They don't get it. They may love you. And if they do get it, they're not letting you know, and that's not right. See what I'm saying? So it's just important to push through. But be careful how many people you're talking to. Tell me about the Two of Cups. Because you do have the Two of Cups. You do have this Sag energy that just sees potential in probably them or sees potential in this person. And they're thinking to themselves, like, did I just put myself in another fatal attraction situation? Did I just put myself in toxicity again? Like, what did I do? You know? And it's Nine of Cups. All right, so this is happiness. Happy. So someone knows where their happy lies. So be careful if you're just out for fun. Because if you're just going to be out for fun, it might mess some shit up. But I also truly believe if that's the way it's supposed to go down, then that's the way it's supposed to go down. Talking to my Easter, let's call him the Easter Bunny. Talking to my Easter Bunny. And That was after I started interacting with you guys. And then instantly he said certain things that triggered me too. And it's like, oh, back to what it was, you know? So it's like, you know better. But you might be tempted to play because the song just came, tempted to touch, tempted to touch. So you might be tempted to play. And I think why that could be happening for some of you is because you're feeling this external energy, that's the twin or somebody else, and your fear is being triggered. But I also feel like you know which one makes you happy. So like, if you know which one makes you happy, then why on earth would you settle? Hi guys. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. I feel like some of you, I'm not going to shut it down though. You got the Moon and the Ace of Wands with the Two of Cups. So this Moon energy might bring in this Two of Cups, but I still now see two men, or this is two people that are very jealous of each other, okay? Because if you think about it, Lucy and Finn, one's a female, one's a male, okay? So you could have one energy on my board where you're making one person extremely jealous and vice versa. And they're making you jealous, whether it's through text message, social media, hearsay. So you have a couple that are extremely passionate about each other that are not together. And right now they're sitting in jealousy. All because possibly someone won't talk. So this is where it gets tricky for you guys, because it's like, if someone's not talking to you, then yes, you need to move forward. But just because they're not talking to you, it doesn't mean you're not feeling their energy. So I get it. You're feeling this person's energy, but yet some of you are not talking to this person. If this person is not talking to you, then move forward. Eventually, if it's meant to be, they will come back. Okay. What is that? I don't even know my old daughter's number. She's calling me. So, oh, it's not like that? Oh, the phone's got to be on? It's not like a cell phone these days. Phone's got to be on. I tried typing the numbers in like the cell phone without hitting the on button. Hold on, my daughter was calling me. She doesn't know this number. She's not going to answer it. Great. Hey, Mia? Yeah? Can you text Jade, tell her I'm working in to call Grandma's house phone? Tell her I tried calling it back. What? Text Jade. Tell her to call Grandma's house. She's calling me again. Text Jade and tell her to call Grandma's house number. Hi, sweetie. I'm working, so that's why I declined. Yeah, you can talk to me. What's up? You sound excited. Uh-huh. Oh, you want to buy me a deck of cards? And you bought me Buddha stuff? She's so excited. My daughter bought me stuff. It depends on what deck, because I have lots of decks, but like, which one are you pulled to? The Wonderland Tarot. And is it a little deck? Here we go, being thrown down the rabbit hole again. See what I'm saying? All right, well, if that's the one, then grab it for me. I don't have that one. Oh, I love you. Thank you. I love you, bye. She's like, Ma, I'm in this store. She's like, it's so awesome. I just bought you all this Buddhist stuff. She's like, and I'm going to buy you a deck of cards. But you should hear her excitement right now. She's so excited because she knows I'm going to be so excited. How sweet is that? So sweet, right? So, but the first, I said, which one are you pulled to? She says, well, there's an Alice in Wonderland. She's like, but I don't know if it's Alice in Wonderland. She's like, but I see a bunny. She's like, which reminds me of Alice in Wonderland, about to go down the rabbit hole. So I'm like, then that's the one, because this it's not a coincidence that all this is happening, you know? So it's like, here we go again. You're about to go down the rabbit hole. Which path are you going to take? Which pill are you going to swallow? How are you going to handle it? Okay. So now you have a couple that apparently is not talking, very attracted to each other, and they're extremely jealous of each other. So if you're not talking to one of them, continue, or either of them, just continue to move forward. Do you understand me? Because you can't, just because you feel this energy, guys, don't get sucked down the rabbit hole again. Do you understand me? It's so important. Well, Will, if you're not jealous, that's awesome, but I guarantee that energy will kick in. I guarantee if you were to look at someone's social media, or you heard something, or you heard some type of hearsay, you watch how that jealousy would kick in real quick. Okay? So just be aware that you might get hit with this. It's not fun to be hit with it, trust me. But don't think for 1 second that you're not going to get tested all over again, because you're about to jump down the rabbit hole again. And it's a matter of what you learned. So when you come back out of it, you're a new person. Okay? So you don't have a choice whether or not to jump in it. You don't get that choice. Okay? So some of you may be jealous and some of you may not, but considering it was male and female, and I saw 2 men going at it, but they're male and female, so I'm telling you, you do have this one energy of opposite sex that are making each other jealous, whether they're aware of it or not. And if you're not feeling it, you might stop feeling it. And it might be not even your jealousy. You could be dealing with somebody who's very jealous, and now all of a sudden, because you're feeling this energy, now all of a sudden you're a jealous person, and you're thinking to yourself, why am I jealous? I'm not a jealous person. See what I'm saying? So don't be surprised if this energy hits you. I'm preparing you. Okay? So I'm going to take this deck, go around one more time. I just think that's so cute that she was so excited to buy me all that little stuff. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what she got me. I do have the Alice in Wonderland oracles, but I don't have the deck. So that's nice of her. Tell me about temperance. So let's really get to the bottom of this. See this? So it's either trying to have a reconciliation with a Sag or a twin, but at the bottom of the deck, you're tired as shit. Why? Because somebody's isolating themselves. You're just trying to go with the flow. So do not let this situation get the best of you. Okay? This is an important read, guys. I'm not kidding. Some of you have to keep moving forward regardless. Okay? But it is about having some type of reconciliation with the other half, the other twin. Tell me about the devil. So let's find out if this is toxic, if it's just a straight up Cappy, what type of energy you're dealing with. Because it's, to me, it's sitting on top of the Ten of Swords. It's like energy of the two of you cutting each other off. Coming out of that toxic routine. See what I'm saying? Coming out of it. You have a blank slate, and the Devil was reversed. So you have a blank slate to create something new with this twin. It's all about how you come out of the rabbit hole. Tell me about the King of Cups. King of Cups, King of Cups, King of Cups. It looks like the masculine going through a transformation. Okay. It looks like they might be a little more receptive. There is healing that's required for sure. Okay. Tell me about the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands, Ten of Wands with the Page of Swords. So it's like, I don't know if someone's watching from the outskirts and not saying nothing because they got some heavy news to see schizophrenia. They got some heavy shit to talk about. And the person you're dealing with is freaking out. Freaking out. So you're still dealing with somebody that's in the energy of freaking out. Okay, so when you're in... It's like, guys, some of you, you're going to have to move forward because this person is just not ready. They would rather watch and carry the weight than to talk to you. And it's just so sad because you got Harmony right here. The Two of Cups with the Nine of Cups. Tell me about the Nine of Cups. So this person could have something toxic happening. They're just losing their minds right now. It's like beyond illusion with the Nine of Cups. So it's like, I don't know if it's saying someone can't look beyond. All right. I don't know if there's drinking involved, if somebody has a drinking problem right now. But it's like, this should be with the Two of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and beyond illusion. This should be something that blows your mind. You should be in a relationship, or they're saying you're going to be in a relationship that is beyond comprehending. Complete beauty. Mia, can you turn Sophie down?
Yeah.
Thank you. Love you, Soph. So tell Ma to call me later when you go home. Unless you're staying at Dad's.
Are you staying at your dad's tonight? My mom said tell her mom that
So this is something where if you guys could draw that blank slate, you could have a relationship that you could never even imagine. But you have this one energy that's just like, oh, tell me about schizophrenia. And it's not like, I mean, you could be dealing with someone who's bipolar, but like, I don't really look at this as a bipolar card. I did feel bipolar up here, which is bizarre, but not like a bad case of bipolar, something that's totally manageable. It's change, okay? So they're going to get out of this schizophrenia energy. It could just be linked to fear, but whatever it is they have to talk about or discuss or whatever's going on here, it's so much. It is so much fear.
Mom,
Yeah, baby.
I'm making some oobleck.
So with the Seven of Swords and the Moon, this is, it's like, I don't know. It's like the teeter-totter. It's like someone's on a teeter-totter. but they can
I wanna
very
show you
well,
your fan.
but they can very well sabotage the situation. What do you want to do?
Oobleck, I'm gonna show them.
What is it?
Oobleck. So right, it's whoops, I got a little bit on your card. So it's a solid. Now it's a liquid.
Well, that's cool. What is it?
I just took I used a little bit of
Let me see.
starch. Mom, it's gonna get on your hands. You have to keep on playing with it for it to stay hard. Play with it.
I think that play with it. Oh yeah, this is the stuff I like, and then all of a sudden it melts. Okay, yep, take it before it melts. I like that. I remember doing that in
I can't get that.
All right, I'll let it dry. Oh, holy
No, just wipe
starchy.
it with your nails. I know.
Okay.
It's starchy.
I remember doing that
Oh, come off. It doesn't.
as a kid. Do you remember? Did they teach you in school
Okay,
paper mache?
Yeah.
They did. That's fun. We should do that this week.
Wait, I don't know.
You guys remember paper mache? I should do that with the kids this week. That's always fun. It's fun to make messes sometimes, right? Except that type of mess you can clean up yourself. So tell me about this moon, because it's like something's unknown, and it's like, to me, it's this person's attraction, it's this person's love, and it's like, if you ask me, you already know this person loves you, you know. So it's like, I don't know if you're still dealing with an energy that's still in denial, guys. So it's like, I'm not going to tell you to wait, because that would be foolish, but like, definitely move forward. And I guess just have hopes, okay? Healing's required, and it's understanding. So it's like I was saying, like, just have hope that maybe one day this can come together, I guess, because right now you got this one energy that's just like, either they're not understanding it or they want you to understand it.
Give me a
You're going to need to...
Get it wet, also it's less starchy. Now wipe it on the towel.
Oh, yeah, I already
Can you
dunked my towel.
I just washed my hands. Can I use it?
Mm-hmm. So it's either the situation calls for compassion.
I'm so sorry, Jen. Mom, I just kicked them.
So this is tricky, because I would tell you to keep moving forward if this is not being presented to you. And I'm not saying jump in bed with somebody else or start talking to somebody else. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, I would never ever tell anybody to stay stuck in energy just because you feel it. You know what I mean? But just be considerate. Be considerate, because if you truly, truly love someone and you're patient enough, just continue doing what it is you're doing and do what's best for you. And if it's best for you to move on with somebody else, then that's what's best for you. Just do what's best for you. Okay? Do what's best for you. We got guilt, doubt, pushing through. Just want one. Now we have indecisiveness and change. That change is here, so it's like, there's that fear. So understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement, okay? So it's like, regardless, somebody needs to keep moving, whether it's you or this other person, but it's either you or this other person that's indecisive, but it's like, this person uses their intuition, so I don't know if you're the one that spoke your truth, and now all of a sudden you're in that indecisive energy, because it's like, I don't know, or it could just be the other one that's indecisive because somebody is not accepting change, or we got understanding twice. So it's like, I don't know if somebody just thinks you're not going to understand what's going on, but it's like, there's just so much love. So it really stinks when we have conversation reads like this and the other person is not seeing or hearing the read or understanding what we're hearing, what we're seeing, how we're growing, you know. So I get it, guys. It's hard because you've gone through quite a transformation, and it's like you would understand regardless, especially with this type of energy. You would understand. But you got to remember, this is either your lesson or someone else's. And if they're in this and they're stuck and they don't know how to move forward, then it's out of your hands. Okay? So, it's tricky. And I wanted to come on and talk to you guys because I was definitely not trying to avoid it. I was just didn't want to talk about it like earlier. Like, what's the point of talking about it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so not avoiding, but like knowing what's happening and what's taking place, and spirit not letting it rest in my head until it was addressed, you know. You got some decisions to make depending on what scenario is yours. But if you're dating two people, it's fun to date, but like I don't feel like I can even give you advice like that because everyone's caught up in a tricky situation right now. Whether it's work, love, energy, I don't think it's wise to stir you in one direction or another. You have to use your best judgment on this one, guys. You know what I mean? Like, you really do. If you're feeling the energy like that, it's you make that decision. No, you know, nobody else makes that decision but you. Only you can figure that one out, you know? So it's tough. It's tough. But if you're talking to no one and you're just moving forward, then awesome. Keep moving forward and don't worry about it. What comes in and when it comes in is the way it's supposed to go. Okay? Just because you feel someone else's energy does not mean that it has to come in now and when you want it. I will tell you though, with all the energy that's been on my board and what I've been reading for a long time, I don't blame anyone for moving forward because it really has been time. There's an expiration date on this one. You know what I mean? And it's like, regardless of how divine someone is so stubborn or so upset or something so heavy, if that's the case, then they don't trust you yet and they're not comfortable. And if that's the case, they're not just going to come in overnight. That's why it's so important to move forward. Okay, because if you got somebody in that energy where it's just they're that stubborn, you can't do nothing about it. So you have to move forward. Someone don't want to talk to you, move forward. There's divine timing, okay? But there's a thing called an expiration date when somebody keeps postponing and postponing and postponing. When you feel love for somebody, you tell them you love them. If they don't reciprocate, you move forward. Okay? Divine timing is a thing. But there is an expiration date. Okay? Especially when you have grown and you've learned the hard way and you've moved on and you've been through pain and sorrow and you're a completely new person. You don't sit around and say, hey, divine timing. No, you say to yourself, it's been divine timing. If this person loves you but yet says jack shit, sorry, your expiration date, the fucking milk has curdled. What's up, girlfriend?
I made a big one. This is the last one. We'll get ready.
Ooh, it smells like back in the day. You got to show them better than that. They
I
can't
can't.
see.
I don't want it to spill.
Oh. Very cool.
Panache is solid. Look at.
So it is important to move forward in a situation like that, okay? Because the divine would never, ever want you waiting around doing nothing with yourselves and not growing and not moving and not flourishing and not letting energy flow through you, okay? So just know who you are and where you're going, okay? If you're dealing with curdled milk, let it go. And I will tell you, a lot of this is being triggered, okay? But I think what people aren't understanding is that just because the energy rolls back around, it's a test. Are you going to sit there and wait more? Are you going to speak your truth and continue to wait? No, because if this person loves you and they want to be with you, they will talk to you. So if someone is not talking to you right now, you move forward. Okay? And that's not me being an asshole. Okay? Not at all. It's don't you dare, being tested in this energy, take a step back. You talk, you say your piece or whatever the case may be, but don't you dare sit and wait. Look at the Two of Cups bounce right out. Don't you dare sit and wait. This will come when it's supposed to, okay? But that can be with somebody completely new too, you know? I just don't have patience. Damn. Now the Ten of Cups. I just don't have patience for silence anymore. And I don't want you guys to tolerate silence anymore. It's not okay. That's not healthy. It's not healthy at all. And if somebody's okay with keeping the silence from you like that, they can't be too healthy themselves. Because think about it. The person that you don't talk to, there's got to be someone you don't talk to, right? There's a reason you don't talk to them. You don't like them, or something bothers you, or you're distancing yourself, right? So if they're not talking to you, there's still some that they don't like in you, or something that it might not even be you and it's them, but regardless of who it is, if you're not talking, why are you waiting around? It took me a long time to figure that out, guys. And maybe this Two of Cups and this Ten of Cups is somebody brand new. Brand new soul connection. Maybe you have a comic, or maybe somebody from your past is going to scroll back in, like my little Easter bunny. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I will have this connection, and we can be happy. And I just never gave it a chance before because I was stuck on my twin. See what I'm saying? You got to be real careful with this energy right now. So it's like now this person's going to roll back around. A person will roll back around for you to be tested in. Did you give this person a fair chance before? Probably not if you were stuck on your twin, right? So you're in tricky energy. And until they recognize and appreciate you, because if someone truly appreciates you, are you going to keep your silence? No matter how angry or sad, think about it. If someone truly appreciates you, they wouldn't keep their silence. Regardless of the love. We know there's love. We know there's love, but where's the appreciation? Where's the reciprocity? So that's why I'm saying, like, it's not all about divine timing, guys. It's about where you're at in your life and where you're going and how you push through. Even if you gave someone a message and you told them the truth and you tried one more time, I hope you're strong enough to move forward if they don't break their silence. Okay? Honest to God. Because your happiness is all about you. And if you continue to move forward with whomever you choose, you can have the 10 of Cups. You can have this. It just might not be who you're thinking of, because it instantly brought me to the Easter Bunny thinking, well, and I thought about that because when the Easter Bunny came around last time, I was also talking to my twin. And I did not give the Easter Bunny that much time or effort because of my twin. So how do you know that you don't have this with somebody right in front of you? And you're just looking at that person like maybe they're just fun, or maybe I'll just pass time. So instead of looking at it as just passing time or having fun or just a hookup, why don't you try to give this person a shot? Because there's something on my board here. Okay? This can't be the one that's in fucking silence. I'm not gonna have my freaking followers be in denial. This cannot be the one that's in silence. Fuck that. Oh, wait, the one that's silent, you can have this with. Just wait a little while longer. It's divine timing. I'm not the average fucking queen bee, guys. I'm gonna tell you how it fucking really is. I didn't go through all this pain and desire and be triggered left and right not to teach you how it fucking works. Okay? So, yeah, it can be frustrating, okay? But there's been blockage, there's been healing, there's been all that. Don't you dare, for 1 second, not take a new opportunity. Because this is not the one that's not speaking. Because the one that's speaking will probably be this person. No matter how much love, because I'm telling you, there's no freaking way. Regardless of love, if that person's still silent, they don't have enough respect for you or themselves, or they don't appreciate you. Fear or no fear, if you put yourself out there that many times and you speak the truth and they still remain silent, it's not your person. But if it makes you feel better to tell this person how much you love them, then go ahead. I'm not going to tell you not to. You go ahead and pour your heart out and you say, thank you for making me who I am. And I hope one day that you can find yourself. If you need the closure, fucking go get your closure. Because you're going to feel liberated when it's said and done. Because you put in all you could put in. And if they don't fucking reciprocate, move on. Since when is anyone happy pouring a glass of curdled milk? You'd all pour it down the drain, right? So why is it okay to keep on holding on to something that's curdled? Because it's not in front of you, you can't see it, you can't smell it, it's okay? But when it's clearly in front of you, you know how to pour it down the drain then, right? Okay? So there is something coming at you. And I truly don't think this is the one in silence, even though you could probably have that. But the fact is that they're not pulling through. The divine is going to give this to you. It just might be a different person. Okay? And you got to remember my Easter Bunny story, guys. You have to, because I guarantee at the time, I did not give him the time of day like that. He was there for me to pass time. When I had people in and out of my life, but my mind was really concentrated, my heart was really concentrated on my twin, I didn't give those people a time of day. They were distractions. They kept me busy. But now that certain things are back around, don't think that one of those people aren't meant to be in your life right now, because there's no freaking way this is the one that's in silence. There's no fucking way. There's no way. If you want to keep telling yourself this is what you have with somebody who's silent, you're fucking yourself over. Now, I don't know if this is linked to part 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If it's meant to be, it will be. But the energy I'm explaining and how I'm explaining it to you, regardless, not yet, regardless of what's happening, if they're still in silent mode and you've reached out, send an order. Sorry, there's a message. And you reached out and you didn't get your clarity or whatever the case may be because you had all those 8s with messages and you're still not talking to them, this is not that person. You have somebody else in front of you that can give this to you. But it's like, I feel like you don't even see it because you're fixated on something. So it's tricky. It's tricky. So if it is 5 or 7, it's temperance. So it's reconciliation. I'm telling you right now, if this is linked to 5 and 7, 5, 4, 5, 6, we didn't even do 7 yet. So maybe it is linked to 7. If it's linked, then this is going to come in soon. But don't let nothing stop you. You got someone new in your life, explore it. You're moving forward, moving. Because this 2 of Cups is linked to the 2 of Cups. So reconciliation will be coming in. But again, this can be reconciliation with anybody karmic, guys. So here we go again, because it's bringing me back to here we go again. So this is a tricky read, okay? Just know your worth. Please know your worth. And you stand your ground. This is a good example of my energy exchange, kind of, sort of. I'm not going to lie to you. That says a lot. This is the Emperor. So see what this is? This is you guys want something so bad. It's almost like you convinced yourself that, like, some of you have convinced yourself you can have this. And you can have this reconciliation. But this 10 of Cups is linked to the Emperor. Is this fucker looking at you? Is this fucker looking at you? Because I'm pretty sure he's not looking at you. See? I told you, that's not the one in silence. It's not the one. You got someone else in front of you. And it's like you don't see it yet because you're fixated on somebody who's not even talking to you. Because if this person knows they can have that, but they're still not acting on it, sorry. And it's the Emperor. You know how I feel about the Emperor. Okay? I'd rethink your situation. all my parts, I get sidetracked. All my 6 and 7s or whatever. If it's linked, maybe all in due time. But I will tell you, for those who are still dealing with 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, if you're still dealing with that person, it's not that that person's not coming in. Oh, trust me, they are. But I think before they come in, and that's going to be real soon, meaning this other person, I think you have another connection coming in. And it's not the first time I mentioned that, because how many times have I said you're going to have a couple people to choose from when you have nobody? And then all of a sudden you got 2 people. I've been saying that for how many months? 6 months, 8 months. I feel like somebody is going to come in before this Emperor does. And it might be too late for this Emperor. You might turn your back. You might be so happy and content with this new person that this 10 of Cups is you. You might turn your back to that. So if this is the one in silence, they don't appreciate your ass right now. But then all of a sudden, here you are. And then when you get happy, it looks like you're going to turn your back. Because somebody waited too long. This Emperor thinks they're king shit sitting on a fucking throne, all high and mighty. You guys want him knocking on your door? You're in tricky, tricky energy. Here's my message. You take part 5, 6, and 7 out of this read. And just think about what's happening with your energy right now. Regardless of that meant to be scenario. Just because it's meant to be doesn't mean it's meant to be next week. It doesn't mean it's meant to be next month. It doesn't mean it's meant to be. It could be meant to be in 7 days. It could be meant to be in 7 years. They're coming back. But right now, what is the energy in front of you? Your energy. Look around. How do you feel? What's blooming? What's happening? Who's coming backwards? How are you moving forward? What's going on with your work? How is the moon affecting your energy? Look at what's happening to you. Worry about you. Because if you did have this in front of you, I guarantee you probably don't see it like that. I guarantee you don't see it. Because you're probably fixated on somebody and that's not even talking to you. Or someone's going to start talking to you, for sure. Hey, me? Yeah. Text Jade and say yeah. Because she's going to drop some stuff off for me. Tell her we're home. I'm not trying to knock anyone's love of life. I'm trying to have you guys realize how powerful love is and what it can do and how it can knock you down on your ass and how it can hold you up. But also how you can move forward with it. But when you have that opportunity to move forward with it, it takes another person to move forward with it. So if you're in this energy of moving and letting energy flow, then great, that's awesome. Continue to move forward. Things will slowly present themselves or quickly, okay? It just depends. For some of you, you do have a relationship in front of you that you don't notice, or you haven't noticed, or you didn't give it the time of day because you were fixated on your twin. It's clear as day. And now it's back. And because this energy is external to you. He is external to you. Even though he's here, this is present. Presently, you have somebody right in front of you that can give you that family. But you have this external energy that's stopping you from your own happiness right now. That sucks when you look at it like that way, right? All because you let somebody else's energy get the best of you. You got to know your situation. We've come too far with these classes and everyday readings for you not to take new opportunities, because this energy is still exterior to you. And you do have something right in front of you. And you might not want it, but there's still something there that you need to figure out. Okay. Spirit brought this person back around. With Temperance here, they brought this person back around no matter how it went down, for a reason. So you can either try to figure that reason out and maybe find your happiness with this person, or you can wait on your happiness for this gentleman to turn his head and acknowledge you. It's your choice. We all have choices in life, guys. What will you choose? Bottom of the deck, nurture you. Move forward with the Fool right next to it. Nurture you. Take care of you, your family, your children, or just you, your animals. Nurture you. Take a leap of faith. Try something new. Everyone's in different energy, okay? Your truth. Then maybe give it a couple days before you move forward, okay? Or it's not that you stop moving forward, but give it a couple days for somebody to respond. If somebody doesn't get back to you in a couple days, it's bullshit, okay? Because it only takes a few minutes to text, to message somebody, okay? And I only say that because of the energy you're in. So if you sent that type of message and you haven't got a response, keep moving forward. There's probably something right in front of you that you haven't seen yet, okay? Or you just didn't want to see because you were fixated. And not to mention, everyone thinks like, oh, I feel this external energy. It must be coming, or they must love me. Yeah, there's love, but where's the appreciation? Because that Emperor has turned their back on you. That Emperor was not even looking at you. And if they're looking at you, it's from a distance. That shit don't cut it no more. From a distance. That shit don't cut it no more. Some of you I'm going to be able to reach, and others I won't. Okay. For others, this energy hasn't hit you yet. But I think a lot of you think just because you feel the energy is going to come in. And if you're on my channel, Spirit wants you to grow. They don't want you to stay stuck. They want you to grow either with this person or without this person. Those are the only two options you have on my channel. You're either going to work it out with this person or you got to let it go. You know what I mean, jelly beans? And even when you let it go, it will always come back around. It's part of your karma. But when it comes around, you're going to be clear-headed and enough growth with you to know what to do. And then from there, you choose. What do you want? You know what I mean? So it's tricky. Just know your worth. Keep moving forward. Do what's best for you. Walk to your 10 of Cups. And it doesn't have to be a person. It's just whatever makes you happy. Keep going towards it, okay? I love you guys. I might do part 6 guided to guide. I will do that today. Because I probably just confused a whole bunch of you. But it's not, this guided to guided, it's not about the other person. It's about you. You. I love you guys. You're very welcome. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. And I'll let you know when Guided to Guided is available. Okay? And don't forget the energy exchange is available for you to grab. And have a fantastic night. Take care of you. Take a bath. You're very welcome. De nada. You're very welcome. So, shake this energy off. Okay? I have to read both sides of the board, guys. I have to. I can't just be on one person's team. You know what I mean? I love you too. Yes, I rehomed my snake. Yeah, I ended up finding it that morning. Yeah. He was in the register. I rehomed him. He's in a good home. It didn't take long. Okay? So, he's good. Just went deaf. He's in a good home. Thanks, Saturn. Now go teach what I taught you. You know what I'm saying? Go teach what I teach you guys. Go preach it. Go teach it. It's not just me. I didn't come here to be the number one and to compete. I came here for all of us to be individuals and to know our worth and to know it's okay to go through a struggle. You know, it's not easy. People say to me sometimes, well, how do you think your twin feels about XYZ if they were to watch and you're sharing your story? You know what? I share my story because it's what I went through. And wait a minute, it's how I help. You know, so it's like, it doesn't matter. Why does it matter? Because it's my story. I'm sure he has his own story. I have my story. You know? So we all have our stories. You can't worry about what somebody else is going to think. If I know I'm true from the bottom of my heart and I'm speaking the truth, then I don't have to worry about what other people think. You know? It's not an easy journey, guys. And it's so painful. It's so painful, but I'm at that point in my life where I've let all of that go. I've let it go to have a blank slate, with or without, to move forward. I didn't do this in hopes that he would come back. No, not at all. I did this to help because I knew I was not the only one that thunk the way I think, you know, and able to read my cards the way I really truly read them, you know, because it's like, to me, yeah, you know, the twin flame word, it's all a soul connection, you know, and this journey it's not about, we meet them, but it's not about them. It's about how we handle ourselves. It's finding yourselves. It's such a hard journey because you're finding yourself in the midst of all of this. That's never easy. It just took that one person to trigger. And I know people have twin flame channels and songs and music. And I'm telling you, I see them sometimes. And it fucking makes me sick. It makes me sick to my stomach. Just does. Because it's like, here's some music. This is how this one thinks. Doesn't matter. I could cry. It makes me sick to my stomach. It really does. Okay? Because it's like, how are you guys ever going to grow and find yourselves and move forward? If someone's going to tell you it's okay you feel this way. They love you. They love you. It's okay. Just hold on. Fucking joking me? I want to punch those people in their fucking face. All right? But it's like we need everyone. And you need to find the right person for you. If you're sucked into that shit, then you're supposed to be sucked into that shit. Okay? That means you're not meant to learn your lesson. And if you're on my channel, you're meant to learn your fucking lesson. And you are meant to move forward. You know what I mean? So, I don't mean to offend anyone if you have a twin flame channel. But like, it's not about your fucking twin. It's about you. You. Your journey. And what it took to discover who you are, you know? So, I'm going to leave it at that. All right? Careful what you get sucked into. You just keep fucking pushing through every single day. You're always, I found myself, my purpose. I still have ups and downs. It's normal. All right, but get on YouTube, tell your story, help other people. People look for wisdom, insight. You don't find this shit on Google. You know, you don't learn this shit on Google. So it's a journey. A spiritual journey is probably the hardest journey you're taking in your entire life. It's a fucking twin flame journey, assholes. It's called a spiritual journey. That's what it's called. And that's how I truly feel. For those ones that keep sucking you guys in like fucking bird feeders. Can't stand it. Okay? It's a spiritual journey. And you should be very proud of yourself. Extremely proud of yourself. Okay? I love you. Go be your own queen to your own throne. You don't need jack shit. You may want it, but you don't need it. Okay? Go teach and preach to other people, please. Because I'm fucking exhausted. Yeah. I love you guys so much. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Okay? And please go teach people. Because this is a twin flame journey. Not hooking you up with links and photos. No. Don't get me going. I love you guys. Go teach people what it's like to go through a spiritual journey. Go teach them what it is. Okay? I love you guys so much. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll let you know when pack 6.5 is ready. All right? I'm proud of you guys. Keep moving forward. All right? Wicked proud of you guys. I really, truly am. I really, really am. We all been on this together. All right? I did it for 3 years before coming on YouTube. A good 2 years solid. And a year with you guys. And look at all the growth. Look at all the growth between us. Me too. You too. You know? So, I'm proud of you. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. All right? I love you. And now that it's officially like 3 or 4 o'clock, I think I'm going to stay in my pajamas for the day. I don't think I'm even going to take a shower. I think I'm going to make dinner and watch a movie. So there's that. All right. Impress yourself. Impress yourself. Be happy with who you are. Okay? I love you. I'll see you tomorrow in the morning, all showered and energized and ready to go with new energy. It's still a beautiful read. It's still a beautiful read, guys. I just need to open your eyes in different directions sometimes. I can't take one side of the story. Okay? Please understand that. I love you. Still a beautiful read. I just need you to realize things. That's it. We have days like this sometimes, and then other days are way more low key. Okay? So when energy comes in like that, I'm telling you, it was a big message today. Both my messages, both my videos, even my exchange. It's helpful information. It's empowering. It's inspirational. Be a believer in you. Okay? I love you guys. Go start using your magical power, please. We all got it. Stop fucking waving your wands around. Okay? Don't worry about what anybody else thinks.